everyone, so with it officially being the first week of summer and with it generally feeling a lot more hotter here in the UK, I have decided to create this summer look for you all, which is kind of pinky, it's a bit smoky with a hint of bronze in it, so pretty much all of my favourite colours. So I am all barefaced, I'm all ready, so yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, firstly what you want to do is to pop some primer all over your face, but next I am going to pop on my Pro Longwear SPF 10 foundation by MAC. I love this foundation. I find it is very matte and it tends to stay on the skin a lot longer. So just pop it on my brush. I'm going to apply all over my face. What I generally like to do first is to apply my foundation with a foundation brush. Now this one is from Real Techniques, but what I like to do next is just to really dab it into the skin with a sponge. Now this one's from Pamper Therapy. I absolutely love it. I just think it's so cute, it's so manageable, and it really does a good job. So if you just blend and blend into the skin. That's it, you disappear, Mr. Spot. Okay, next is the concealer. Now I'm going to use a concealer which is a couple shades lighter. So I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer and it is in colour NC15. I believe it's one of the lightest. I'm going to use my finger to apply it, but you can nevertheless use a brush. And I'm just going to pop it into the key areas. So along the nose and just underneath the eyes. A little cross just at the top. It's like I'm applying war paint onto my skin. Oh, got a little booger. And then I'm just going to finish with a cross at the bottom as well. Okay, once you've applied the concealer on the key areas, then just take your sponge and really blend it in. Blend it in, baby. Now once you've covered up Mount Everest, if you have one like mine, it is now time to go on to baking the skin. And you're probably thinking, what on earth is baking? Now, grabbing the Vichy, I think it's Vichy, translucent powder, this is what we're going to use to bake the skin. Now, the one by Laura Mercier is amazing if you've got dry skin. Now, if you've got slightly drier skin, the one by RCMA is also very, very good. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to do this. But firstly, what you're going to have to do is pop some translucent powder into a pot. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Woo. Okay, grabbing your slightly damp sponge, what you're gonna have to do is basically go for it. So dip it into your powder. Oh, this is scary. And apply underneath. And what you're gonna have to do is really apply it thickly. So dab, dab, dab. Get right into that tear duct and underneath. Your makeup is gonna stay. It ain't going nowhere with this on. Now you can just leave it there, but some people like to really put it on their chin as well, because sometimes you are like touching your face during a night out. So yeah, you can do the chin as well if you want to. I look like I've just had a fight with some talcum powder. Okay, whilst I wait for this to bake onto my skin, I'm actually going to leave it on for about 5-10 minutes. I'm actually going to go onto the eyebrows so that we can save a bit of time. I do my eyebrows without fail with the MAC crayon and it is amazing. I just think it's really easy to draw on the shape. So yeah, it's a, if I can work out how to open it, it's a twisty one, so it is dead easy to draw your shape on without mucking up too badly. I really can't talk while I was doing eyebrows, it's like full of concentration. Do some of you have a bit on the end where you have to draw it in? Because I do. Apparently my eyebrows don't grow further than like here, so I have to draw it along here. Okay, just to make my eyebrows look super defined, I'm going to move on to the MAC gel for eyebrows, and it is amazing. I absolutely love it. So all you need to do is to get an angled brush and pop it onto the brush. I think the more precise it is, the better, because I find that some eyebrow brushes are a bit too brushy for an eyebrow brush, if that makes sense. Okay, as you can see, I'm just really going along that line. Okay, I've made a slight mistake. As you can see, there is a little bit unequal, but that's okay, we can clear that up a little later. Okay, next, grabbing a spoolie, all you need to do is really brush in that gel, so that it doesn't look blotchy anywhere. Okay, to correct our little mistake, I'm going to be using the Studio Finish Concealer, a few shades lighter again, so this is the NC15. I'm just going to get it onto my MAC brush. Now this MAC brush is incredible. It is number 212 and it is just literally the most precise thing I have ever used. I am so in love. Okay, so get it onto your brush. All you need to do is follow underneath the brow. And also apply a little bit above the arch bone. Just to finish off the eyebrows, I'm just gonna use some, I like to call it eyebrow mascara, but it's not, it's just like setting gel. And just brush it through the brow. That bitch is not going anywhere. Okay, now our face is probably nice and baked. All we need to do is just literally brush it off. God, Mount Everest is still there. You are going down. Next, I'm just gonna quickly put on some Cream Puff Max Factor Powder in medium beige. Basically, just round the rest of my face. Okay, next is time for my favorite part, which is the contour. Now for this, I'm going to use my MAC Bronzing Powder, and I think this only comes in one powder. It's the one with the orange writing on the front. And I'm going to use my contouring brush from Reels Techniques, and just look how gorgeous this brush is. It is so pretty. I'm now just going to apply this literally along my cheekbone. I'm not going to go around, I'm actually just going to contour straight down. And then what I'm going to do is bring the excess up along the hairline, just so I frame the face a little bit more. What I'm also going to do is bring this bronze down my nose line as well. You don't have to do this, but I just prefer it. Okay, now that everything is looking slightly harsh, I'm just going to blend everything in with a brush. Really making sure that it's all blended in, so blend, blend, blend. I'm just going to bake the underneath a little bit, just so the contour really pops out. I'm just going to pop in a little bit of blusher, and I'm going to use my Nars Orgasm, which is my all-time favourite blusher. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to literally pop some on the apples of my cheek. Not too much, I'm just going to blend it on top. Now you can apply a bit of highlighter if you want to, and if you do, I would just pop some a little bit along here. But as Nars has a slight shimmer to it, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I just think that it's a bit too much if I add a bit more. Okay, moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use my Naked 3 palette, and inside I'm going to be using the Limit colour, which is just here. It's kind of like a light sort of pinky nudie colour, but I think it's going to be great as a transition colour. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over the base and bring it slightly up. I really do prefer this eyebrow to that eyebrow. Does any of you have like a preferable eyebrow? Let me know in the comments. Is it just me? Okay, once you've applied the base, now this next little tip will literally change, revolutionize your eyeshadow routine, trust me. Now this NYX pencil, and it's in the colour Cottage Cheese, has literally transformed, oh my god, my life basically. Now this is kind of like an illuminator, so you apply it underneath a colour and it makes that colour really stand out, and I freaking mean it. It is amazing, and it's like £4, so cheap. So just grab your jumbo pencil and literally apply it to the eyelid. I was gonna say eye socket, but I refrained myself. Okay, for the eyeshadow, I'm actually gonna be using Expensive Pink by MAC, and it is a beautiful kind of like a burnt pink colour. It is literally stunning. So what you want to do is grab your eyeshadow brush, apply it on a generous amount, not too much. And then what you want to do is apply it on top of the cottage cheese. That sounds really weird. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my god, it's amazing. Okay, once you've done that, I'm now going to take a darker kind of burgundy colour, and I'm going to take it from my Smashbox Cherry Smoke palette, and it's just this burgundy colour just in the centre there. Now, you can use any colour, but yeah, similar colour would do best. So, what I like to do first, I just like to apply it to the outer corners, just to add a bit of smoke to the look. And I'm just going to bring it along the crease a little bit. And then what you want to do is just blend it up. Taking my Artdeco liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to line the tops of my eyes because I want to go for kind of a dark pinky look. Next, just apply some mascara to your eyelashes. You can add some false lashes if you want to. Now you can finally brush away the translucent powder. Okay, to finish off, I'm going to be using my MAC Persistence colour, and I absolutely love this lipstick. It's a beautiful matte colour, and I find it goes with a lot of things. So yeah, it is my current favourite. So I'm just going to quickly line my lips with this Diddy pencil. I can't even remember where it's from. There we go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this smoky summer look. I think it will look gorgeous for like a party, a picnic, or just some cocktails with the girls. I absolutely love it. But as always, guys, please make sure that you like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye. Okay, firstly I have a problem. This brush is terrible. Can you see that? All the bristles are like falling out. That is like a typical children's makeup brush. Nothing has changed.